Hi, my name's Helen. This is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. And you here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a Hell's Bell, hello. Oh, it's another beautiful day. I tell you, it really makes you feel like spring is around the corner. Well, it is, I suppose, isn't it? Which is quite funny because do you remember the tray I made last year? It said hello spring, and I kept thinking I must change that out for a kind of an autumnal one or something, but now it's spring around the corner. I can leave that in situ, a bit like my Christmas decorations that didn't get put away last year. It soon came round. Scary Mary. Anyway, what am I doing today? On Marks and Spencer's. So of course I had no sooner placed my order than Marks and Spencer's launched their sale. And I thought, oh no, because if things are in the sale, the chances are that nothing will be available. But apart from one dress, which I bought reduced, everything else is full price still. So it should all be in stock. Maybe restricted sizes, I don't know. I haven't actually looked, but I did check whether or not they were reduced. But you know, as I've said before, it's not just about me showing you that particular garment. It's about showing you what that style, that size looks like on a woman of 66. I'm pushing myself forward too quickly. 66, 5'6", and a size 16 to 18, depending on the style and the brand, and even sometimes within that same brand, things fit and they don't fit. So I will crack on with the haul. Was there anything else I needed to say? I can't remember. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'll have a little think, and I will tell you at the end if there's anything to add. Sorry, I don't know what's happening today. There's messages keep popping up. You know, when iPhones, they keep changing the what do they call it? You know, they put those updates on and then suddenly doesn't do what it used to do. This morning, the screen just kept going blank and I couldn't see anything at all. I didn't know what on earth was going on. I hate that. I mean, I love technology. Obviously I do. I work with it every single day. But when it goes wrong, oh my goodness me, it makes you want to scream, doesn't it? So I will try and remember to tell you at the end the latest of Mum's saga with the utilities company. You couldn't make it up. You really could not make it up. So I'll tell you that at the end. I'll make a little note for myself to remember. My hair's gone a bit funny today. But anyway, never mind. It is what it is. You're not here. Well, you probably are here to comment on my hair. I get lots of comments on my hair, but that's fine. I don't mind at all. So I've got, I think, 3 dresses and a skirt, I think, and a top. Anyway, I'll show you them right now. So the first thing you can see on me now is it's a pure cotton embroidered t-shirt, and this is part of the Per Una range, and this was £25. I think it's rather lovely actually. It's got the detail here. You can see some embroidery either side. Oh, and it goes down the front. Nice sleeve, fretwork here. And what I like about it is the length, because it's just long enough but not too long. It kind of comes into the middle of my tummy, you know. Well, my tummy's up here, isn't it? But you know, if you know, you know. And I think it looks really rather fresh and lovely. I think they did it in 2 colours. Yeah, they did it in a pale pink as well, and the cream, ecru they call it, and they've still got it in most sizes. So I think that's rather lovely actually. I love this detail. I love the fretwork around the hem. It's got a nice bordered hem on it, and I've got it on with this denim skirt. Now, you know, I've tried on loads of denim skirts in the past, and most of them have a zip at the front, and sometimes that's a little bit problematic because if you have got a bit of a tummy, the zip kind of emphasizes it, kind of goes round your belly. but this is a side zip. However, it is snug. It's not snug up there, but it's kind of a bit higher on my waist than it probably should be. It's snug around here, but it would stretch very easily. Now the skirt, I think, is a little bit more expensive. Where's it gone? It came in 3 deliveries, this order. Yeah, £45, so it's quite expensive. They do it in a pale blue and the darker blue that I've got on, and they've got it in all the lengths, in all the sizes. So let's see if we can. It's nice though, it's a bit different. It's asymmetric, so you can see it goes down the front. I mean, that is on the floor there, and this is a regular length, and I'm 5'6". You can see I've got it on with my Cala trainers. These are my favourite at the moment, and I tell you what, having this zip, when we went through security and I had to take my trainers off, was worth its weight in gold. They are so comfortable. If you've got bunions, they're obviously great for you, because that's the lady who started Cala, started it because of her bunions. I don't have bunions, but I do have my toes next to my big toe are longer than my big toe, and that creates issues for me in the toe box. So since I've discovered Cala shoes, I honestly haven't looked back. They're amazing. I've got another pair to show you, but unfortunately they're a little bit big on me. I'm so disappointed. I really, truly am disappointed. But anyway, back to the clothes. So you can see the fretwork carries on around the back. And it's a good length, isn't it? This little slit here, a little bit of detail here. And the skirt, it's probably okay in a 16. An 18, well, I mean, if I had an 18, it would actually be dragging on the floor. So their clothes do seem to be long at the moment. I mean, I've probably shrunk, haven't I? But I'm sticking with 5'6" until someone can prove otherwise. But yeah, I think it's a very, very nice top. Could dress it up or dress it down. Look equally good with jeans as it does with the denim skirt. So I've got another shirt to show you, so I think I'll show you that with the skirt, although it won't work with the skirt. But, or I might I'll put my jeans back on, because otherwise it'll just look silly. I know you're probably thinking that's not a shirt. Well, no, it isn't. I bought this cashmere cardigan in the sale. As soon as I saw they had a sale on, I just typed in cashmere, because it's a very good time to get kind of what I call kind of luxury pieces that will go year after year. And I got this in an 18. It's actually really big, bigger than I got this same one in an 18 earlier in the year, and it wasn't as big as this, but that's fine. I don't mind, because I'll wear it open. Apparently cardigans are all the thing, but I just thought it was such a lovely colour, very kind of spring into summer. And you know, what I like about a cardigan is you can have it done up and just wear it as a sweater, really. So very versatile. So I just thought I'd show you. Why not? Just such a lovely colour, isn't it? I think it was down from 90 something to 60 something. So it's still a lot of money. But I will wear this year on year on year, and it will go right through the season. So not into high summer, if we get a high summer. But you know, spring, autumn, winter. That's 3 of the 4 seasons right there. So now I'll show you the shirt. I thought this was quite nice. This is size 16, and it's a pure cotton embroidered collared shirt, £35. This is properly embroidered all the way through. So you've got 3 kind of motifs here, and then it's just basically oh no. Helen, look before you speak. Like a sash, isn't it? So it's nice, but it's not kind of fabulous. £35, I couldn't live without it. But you know, it's nice. It feels nice and fresh and cool. It's got cuffs and buttons. You know, it's not kind of cheaply made. You know, when they just don't bother with the cuffs, that annoys me. It's good length. I think it looks quite smart with the with the white and the white trainers. And these are just my, I think these are my George jeans. Super comfortable. I was just doing housework earlier, so yeah, it's good length. And as I say, this is a 16 and it's perfect actually. I'd say it's a perfect fit on me. So, you know, this is what I mean about 16, 18. You just can't tell what's what. I mean, what I've taken to doing quite often now is I order it in both sizes, because there is nothing more annoying when I get it in one size and then the size that I need isn't in stock, so I just get the 2 and then return one. What can you do? The sizing is not consistent really, so it's kind of the only way to deal with it, isn't it really? Rather than getting kind of hung up on the sizes as such, and I don't want to put up with things in an 18, you know, it's a bit big, or equally a 16 that's a bit small. So if I had a 17, I'd probably be bang on the money. Now this is a surprise, because when I took this out of the packet, I thought, oh, no, I don't really like that very much. But actually, when I've got it on, I do like it. This is £39.50 and it's pure cotton. It doesn't have pockets, which I know, you know, the room is divided on pockets. I love pockets, other people hate pockets, but you know, that's all our personal preference. And I think it's quite a lot of money for what is a very, very basic kind of cotton fabric. It's nothing special at all. It really is just your bog standard cotton. This is a 16. What's unusual is it's got shirred sleeves as well as the bodice. But it looks nice. I think it does look nice. I think it is quite flattering. But £39.50, probably not. See what I mean? It doesn't feel at all tight. The shirring is very comfortable. It's not kind of all cinched in around my boobs or my waist or anything. And the sleeves too are very comfortable. So it is a really nice dress. It's just, I just think, you know, there's better out there. And I actually don't need a black cotton dress. So unless it was fantabulous, it couldn't win me over. So that's one of, I think, 4 dresses. So this dress is 16 regular, and this was £35. £35 seems to be about their price point this year for summer dresses. It's not worth £35 in my humble opinion. It's got very basic puff sleeve that they're okay. They're not too short, but you know, I think I'd spend all my life pulling them down. It's Empire line, so it's seamed here, and then it's quite slim fitting. It has got a zip in the side, and then it's got one of these awful belts. I can't stand these belts. If I was keeping it, I would cut that off immediately. But it's, you know, it's not a bad dress, but I just do not honestly think that it's £35 worth. You know, nothing wrong with it, is there? But I've got a couple of hauls coming up. Well, certainly one from Asda, where I think they've knocked it out of the park. But, you know, nothing wrong with it. But it's just nothing special either. It's got a little bit of piping around the edge, so I suppose that's a bit of a redeeming feature. But, yeah, it is what it is. And that's why they're not asking me to work with them. I put this on, I thought, have I showed this before? I don't think I've shown this before, because I think I would have remembered. What's unusual about this dress? First of all, it's an 18. I got it in an 18 because I thought it was going to be quite clingy. And it's a jersey printed midi column dress, £29.50. It's quite stretchy. It's super comfortable. I mean, you just pull it on and it's there. It's sold out in nearly everything barring the tall, but it's not as long as those other regulars, so you know, tall isn't excessively long. So it's obviously been popular. Oh, it's down to £20. This was reduced. I don't think I got it reduced, but it has been reduced. So it's quite interesting. Do you remember I showed you that Cooper thing? And it pops up, and I was looking for some lamps, and it's actually brilliant because it, if you're looking at something, it looks at that image and sees if it can find it at a cheaper price. And actually, I didn't in the end buy them, but some lamps I was interested in were actually £25 cheaper on another website, so it's handy. I mean, sometimes it's annoying, and I do sort of snooze it, but you know. So you can see what I mean about it's not as long. I mean, it's just mid-calf on me. It is kind of, I am a little bit aware of my belly, but equally a slip would put paid to that completely. I don't think it's, you know, it's not clinging, it's just not very thick fabric. So if you've got any bumps, it will sit on the bumps. But it's a very easy dress. It'd be a good travelling dress actually, because it's cool, but it's very, very comfortable. Although I tend not to wear skirts on flights because I find when you're trying to get across the seats, it makes life quite difficult if your skirt gets caught on an armrest, but that's maybe that's just me. Yeah, so it's not bad. Not sure, I mean the shading is quite unusual, isn't it? I'm just looking in the camera there, and it's got a seam up the middle, so it's a little bit confusing, that shading. I kind of feel like it's going, but maybe that's just me. So this is a short dress, and I just sort of bought it out of interest really, and I got this in a tall. So the black came in 3 lengths, the green version only came in the regular, and I got this in an 18 tall, and it's £27.50. Now a lot of ladies say, oh, you know, don't get anything in my length. Well, I'm 5'6", I mean, and I haven't got fabulous legs, so obviously I'm not going to be buying short dresses. They call it a mesh dress, so you can see it is very thin, it is lined, and the lining is clinging to me like nobody's business. So it's not for me, but it's a really nice little dress. I mean, if you are smaller proportioned, then I think it's ideal. It does go up to a 24 in a regular, but it is quite clingy. So, but the lining is literally like stuck to me. So you can see, if it was just a couple of inches longer, like if it was there, I would be happy to wear it, but I'm not wearing it there. It's just, and it looks terrible from the side. But it's a very, very easy dress, and you could easily wear this through to winter months with, you know, a jumper or a cardigan or boots, tights, whatever. But you know, it was just an experiment really. I mean, you never know, do you, unless you try. That's my motto. So it's not bad at all. I won't keep it because it is too short. It does absolutely nothing for me at all. And that's not my aim, funnily enough. So this is a Finery dress, as in made by Finery, and this was £29.50, obviously vastly reduced because their things are quite expensive. I got this in a 16. Now it doesn't look tight, but it is actually quite snug on my boobs, and it is quite low as well, so it's not a kind of everyday dress, but I absolutely love the colour. It's Brodie Anglaise, completely, you know, all over. And I didn't realise there was a zip, so I nearly did myself a mischief getting it on. I was like pulling it on, but I mean, I think I'd get away with it because I don't think I want it any bigger, otherwise it'd be too big around here. And once the summer comes, hey, get a bit more carefree. I love the hem. I love the fact that the you know, the scallop edging on the hem with the embroidery around. I mean, that kind of elevates the whole dress, doesn't it? So I do like it very much. And again, I like it with my trainers. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, But equally, this would look lovely with sandals as well, going into the summer. And the fact that you've got all the holes in the sleeves, even if it was a warm day, it would be very light because of, you know, it's not solid sleeve. So, you know, again, they might not have it in Marks and Spencer's, but you may find it elsewhere. So that is it. I mean, a mixed bag today, wasn't it? But then, you know, there might be things in there that you absolutely love. I guess my favourite was actually probably the t-shirt at the beginning, and because, you know, that's more of an everyday item, isn't it? I look like I've been hit with a cleaver through the middle of my hair there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Lordy, you can hear Rob vacuuming upstairs. Good man. So that's it, really. That's the Marks and Spencer's haul. I don't know what I've got next because I don't know when this is going to get put out. So I've got to edit it and everything. So I just thought I'd quickly say about Mum and her utilities. So, you know, well, if you didn't watch it last time, I told you that while we were away, Mum had got a message to say that her direct debit was going up to £300 and something a month. Now, bearing in mind she's in a 2-bedroom bungalow on her own, I said that cannot possibly be right, Mum. And she knew it wasn't right, but it still worries her. She will say to me, what did you say it worried me for? But it did worry her because she kept mentioning it all the time and saying, what if that was somebody, you know, that had no money, they'd be worried and I'll probably have to pay a lump sum. And I was like, Mum, seriously, you know, no, you don't have to pay a lump sum. You can pay it off in the smallest increments possible. They did that to me once. They messed up my electric bill, and I owed them about £1,000, and I said, well, I can't afford it. So I think I paid it off at £20 a month or something. I might still be paying it, I don't know, but I thought there was no interest attached, and I thought, well, you're not having my money. So it was their mistake. Anyway, so she arranged to have a smart meter put in, a new one. She's got a smart meter, but it didn't work properly. So she booked for this chap to come. They changed the date, they changed it again. And she was invited actually out for a coffee with her grandson and his baby, and she had to say no because she had the chap coming to fit the smart meter. And then she got a message in the morning. Sorry, I've got to get a tissue. So she got a message saying, you know, what time it was that morning. Then she got a message saying, I'm 1 house away from you. And then she got a message saying, all done. I've been. And she'd been told, you know, I've got to turn the electric off, blah, blah, blah. So she rang me up and she was like, you won't believe this. And I said, well, maybe they've done something remotely, Mum, you know, don't get too worked up about it. And so I don't envy whoever had to call Mum to receive that news, because Mum was very, very angry, naturally enough, because I think she was a bit stressed. You know, these things are stressful. They're stressful for anyone, but when you're 93, getting on for 94, that's, you know, it's a lot. So anyhow, she said to the woman, you know, basically you can stuff your smart meter. Oh, she didn't swear or anything like that. Mum would never do that, unlike her daughter. No, I wouldn't swear. I always say to them, I know it's not your fault, you know, but I'm very angry. So the lady said, right, actually, I think we owe you over £400, and what do you want to do? And Mum said, well, I'll have my money back, thank you very much. And then the lady said, you won't believe this, the lady said, oh, hello, Johnny. Shouldn't say that. She said, oh, that can't be right. And Mum said, what's my new direct debit? And she said, I think it was £430 a month or something. And Mum was like, I don't think so. And she said, that can't be right. And this is the trouble, isn't it? When it's computers, there's no sense check, because the computer is only working on whatever someone has put into it. And if they've done that wrong, they don't sense check it. They don't say, how can a lady on her own in a 2-bedroom bungalow be paying more than somebody who's a family in a 4-bedroom house? I mean, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, and then the next morning, there was a knock at the door and it was a man saying, I've come to sort your meter out. And she said, but I said I didn't want it done. And he went, oh, I'm here now. And she said, it was really nice. So she said, oh, well, carry on then. So that's that's the latest instalment of that saga. It is quite ridiculous. And, you know, how much is that costing in time and everything else of people wasting their time? But hopefully it'll be soon sorted. We were supposed to be going over there actually tomorrow, but the thing that I've ordered to take over for her hasn't arrived yet. So again, so frustrating because I've paid and booked for the ferry, but luckily I've got a flexible ticket, so I'm having to change that later on today. But anyway, it'd be nice to see her. And I think I'm actually going to do kind of a little chat with Mum as well. I know a lot of you like Mum, naturally enough, who wouldn't? And she does enjoy it. So that's me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye. I nearly forgot to show you the new loafers that I've got from Calla. They are a bit wide on the front of my foot, so I'm not sure, but in the summer they might be okay when your feet are a little bit swollen, but they're just beautiful. Look at these. Stunning. And I think they'd look really lovely with navy, denim, as soft as butter. Truly, truly gorgeous. I want them to fit. Which is, you know, normally you want them to fit and they're too narrow, but I want these to fit because they're gorgeous. I wouldn't wear them with this dress, but the colour is stunning, absolutely stunning.